I'm Changiz Geula, Professor of Neuroscience at Northwestern University Medical School in Chicago, and as co-convener of the 5th International Conference on Alzheimer's Disease and Related Disorders in the Middle East, I extend to you a very warm invitation and would hope to welcome you at this year's conference, at this installment of the conference, which will be held on May 15th through 17th, 2009 in Limassol, Cyprus.
I am Marwan Sabbagh, Chief Medical and Scientific Officer and Director of Clinical Research at Sun Health Research Institute in Sun City, Arizona. I too want to welcome you to the 5th International Conference on Alzheimer's Disease and Related Disorders in the Middle East.
Why attend this conference? Why this particular conference? As you know, Alzheimer's disease and related disorders come at a significant individual and social costs. We continue to make substantial gains in our understanding and treatment of these disorders. Therefore, it is important to stay abreast of new developments about these disorders and to discuss their implications.
This conference capitalizes on the momentum set forth by the 1st through 4th conferences under the same name. They have been successful in bringing scientists, physicians, and other policymakers together. They have brought people from all over, including scientists, physicians, and others from Turkey, Greece, Cyprus, Israel, Arabic countries, and European countries, as well as the United States. They have fostered dialogue and communications in an unprecedented manner. They have exchanged ideas as well as discussion on care delivery in different countries.
For obvious reasons, this conference will be of particular significance to researchers and clinicians in the Middle East. However, the benefits of this conference go far beyond the Middle East. The information provided will be of benefit to scientists and the medical community worldwide, and the building of networks between scientists in the Middle East and throughout the world will be of special benefit. What are the aims of this conference? They are to focus attention on dementia and neurodegenerative disorders of the aged in the Middle East, to raise scientific, medical, and social awareness of these disorders,
to enhance communication amongst medical and scientific workers in the region, and to foster and enhance collaboration between health workers and researchers in the Middle East with their counterparts in the U.S., Europe, and other parts of the world.
The topics to be covered are varied and cover nearly all aspects of Alzheimer's disease and related disorders. They include molecular, anatomical, and chemical basis of disease, genetics,
diagnosis and clinical features of dementia, treatment, all aspects of treatment of dementia, care, and public policy.
At this installment of the conference, the poster sessions have been expanded, and we invite all to submit abstracts through the conference website for consideration for poster presentations. Why attend this conference? As was the case with the past 4 installments of these conferences, the 2009 conference will be of interest to both basic scientists and clinicians. Nearly all basic science aspects of Alzheimer's disease and related disorders are on the agenda, including up-to-date information on the pathogenesis of these disorders, the anatomical distribution of pathology, neurochemical alterations, cell signaling changes, genetics, and targets for new therapeutics.
On the clinical side, all aspects will be covered as well. Specific attention will be paid to current and emerging diagnostic criteria, utilization of biomarkers, current therapeutics, and emerging therapeutics with an eye toward future treatments. This conference is for all clinical physicians, not simply neurologists and psychiatrists, but also including internal medicine, family physicians, and other primary care physicians. This is intended to include all physicians and clinicians who are involved in the care of dementia patients.
The last 4 conferences attracted scientists from many disciplines. Similarly, the program of this 5th conference should be of interest to basic scientists of various specializations, from cell biology to systems function, from anatomy and pathology to molecular biology.
This conference is also intended to include extenders, policymakers, and program developers. Specifically, there is great disparity from country to country on how care delivery is administered to dementia patients. And therefore, this conference allows a dialogue and discussion for care extenders on how to deliver care to dementia patients.
It is important to emphasize that while held close to the Middle East, this conference is not intended for scientists and clinicians only in that region, but those interested in Alzheimer's disease and related disorders throughout the world. And therefore, attendance is open to participants from all countries. In particular, we encourage young scientists and clinicians to attend this conference. In closing, we would like to again extend a special invitation to all interested scientists and clinicians to attend the 5th International Conference on Alzheimer's Disease and Related Disorders in the Middle East, which will be held on May 15th through 17th, 2009 in Limassol, Cyprus.
The conference will be held at the Grand Resort Limassol. For more information, registration, abstract submission, sponsorship, and display information, please go to www.worldeventsforum.com/ALZ. We look forward to seeing you in Limassol in 2009.